Setting up a business, let's be honest, is scary. And if you're feeling overwhelmed or frozen or constantly asking yourself, what if I fail? Look, you're not alone. I've been there. Everyone who ever built something meaningful has also been there. But here's the good news. Fear doesn't mean stop. It just means you care. Hello everyone, you're welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be walking you through how to face your fears in setting up a business and not pretending as if they do not exist, and also not letting them run your life. Let's dive in. So the biggest mistake is acting like you're not afraid. You know what happens when you suppress fear? It grows louder in the background, like a warning alarm you're ignoring. Instead, say it out loud. I'm afraid of failing. I'm scared of what people would think. I don't know if I'm good enough. This is not weakness. This is actually awareness. Fear loves to stay vague because vague fear is bigger than it really is. So ask yourself, what exactly am I afraid of? And get the specifics. For example, are you afraid you will run out of money? Are you worried no one will buy what you're selling? Are you scared you will look dumb in front of friends and family? Once you've got the real fear on the table, you can now ask, what's the worst case scenario? What can I do to reduce the risk? For example, in my first business adventure, I was overwhelmed in fear. I wasn't even completely sure what I was doing is actually going to yield a positive result. So I end up losing all my investments. The person I was working with wasn't honest to me. For all I knew, he had sold my tricycle cargo without my knowledge, and I lost everything. Here, I've learned my lesson, so I know how I'm going to go about in my next business adventure. So like I said, fear doesn't mean you should stop. It just means you're being careful. So looking at this person's state in life, giving him to a police will give me another headache. So I let go of everything, and now a lesson is learned. In another business step, I'm going to be careful. So do not climb higher on day one. Take the first step. Start with the smallest version of your business. Test your ideas. Sell to one person. Build one product. You're not trying to be perfect, you're just proving you can take action. For example, if you want to open a bakery, you don't rent a storefront. Start selling cupcakes from home or at a local market. That first sale is bigger than months of overthinking. This might be the most important mindset shift. Failure is not the end, it's information, and you're not the first person that has ever failed. Most successful entrepreneurs, they failed, and the difference is they did not see that failure as proof they weren't good enough. They saw it as data. For instance, your first launch flops. That's not the end, that's feedback. Maybe the offer wasn't right or the audience was off. Now you know what to adjust. You don't need to get it perfect, you just need to keep learning. Fear thrives in isolation, but courage, it grows in community. You need people in your life who understand the journey. Find a mentor or join a startup group. Talk to someone who is just a few steps ahead of you. And if you're surrounded by people who don't believe in you, it's time to limit those voices. For example, there is nothing like talking to someone who says, yeah, I felt that too, and here's what helped me. Suddenly, you don't feel crazy, you feel seen. You need to also anchor yourself in your fear. When fear is loud, your purpose needs to be louder. You need to understand why you're doing what you are doing. Is it impact? Is it freedom? Is it creating a better life for your family? Whatever your why is, write it down. Put it on your mirror or make it your phone's wallpaper. Whenever fear kicks in, come back to it, because if your mission matters enough, you will find a way through the fear. So here's what I want you to remember. Fear is not your enemy. It's a sign that what you're doing matters. It means you're growing. It means you're stepping into something new. It means you are alive. So don't wait to be fearless. Be brave enough to take the next step. So that's all I have for today. If this resonates with you, do me a favor and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more content about starting and growing your business. Leave a comment below about what your fears are. Thank you for watching. See you in another video.